Hello, everyone. Ronnie Rowe back with you again this week for another video of Ronnie Rowe Designs. And first of all, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you folks back again and to um, show you what I've been doing. For you folks who've never seen one of these before, give you a little background. My name is Ronnie Rowe, and I do cross-stitch designs. Been doing them for approximately 43 years and got a lot of them out on SD websites and all of that, and just enjoy doing counted cross stitch designs. Before we get started, I'd like for you to hit the little subscribe button if you can. That way you'll be notified when I do another video. And maybe if you don't want to be notified if I'm doing a video, don't hit the subscribe button. I don't know how you unsubscribe. I hope none of you have, but I kind of feel some people probably have. But anyway, be that as it may. Um, this is going to be, but anyway, welcome each and every one of you. I really appreciate you letting me come into your homes and everywhere you are to share a little bit about what I do and hope you find it interesting. Um, this is not going to be a long video tonight because I did one a couple weeks ago and showed you a design that I was working on, and it was a big design, one that actually is the largest one I've ever done, really, as far as time wise and stitching and a lot of effort. And it's called a Woodlawn Plantation Christmas. And if any of you are not familiar with Woodlawn, that is a plantation up in Alexandria, Virginia, on Route 1 near Fort Belvoir. And every year they have a needlework show, um, February, March time frame. And it is well attended, has some of the most beautiful work and skills that people have in doing counted cross stitches you'll see anywhere. And if you're ever in that area, I highly suggest stop in and see those folks. They'd love to show you what is being presented at next year's show. But anyway, a little background. Last year, when I took some things up to enter into the show. This was in the December, January time frame of this year. Um, when I arrived there, I took a picture of the plantation, the building, if you will, and didn't know what I was going to do, but took a picture of it just to see what I could come up with, and decided to do a Christmas version of that building. And that had to be completely redecorated. The sky, everything in the picture had to be done over. So, um, anyway, I did that. And I started that process and started stitching on this January the 12th of this year. And worked on it some as I was going along, changing some things, getting angle, getting things right. It took me it took me a long time, and I finished stitching it a couple weeks ago, I guess, a couple weeks or so ago. Um, Also built the frame, tried to figure out what I wanted to frame this, but got the glass, the frame, the backing, the mounting board, the mat board, two pieces of mat board. And I think the last video I put out, I hadn't gotten the mat board, but since then I did. And tonight I'm going to show you this picture and I've got it all finished, all framed. This thing is complete. Um, when I looked at it after it was complete, a few things in, I was very pleased with it. First of all, I was happy. It made me happy. And like I've told you before, I do these for me. And so I was very happy with the finished project. But saying that, there are a few things I think I would have changed a little. I've tweaked it a little bit, but I do that on all of them. So anyway, that's the story about this picture you're about to see. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to show this in this video where I'm sitting here in my office and my desk in front of my computer um, doing this video. This is a big picture. This is a large picture. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get up and I'm going to have to move this chair away in order for you to see and put the picture on the chair, I believe, in order for you to be able to see this picture. And it does have glass in it, so there will be some glare involved because of the lights I have. Um, Originally, I said I wasn't going to put the glass in before I did it, but in framing this thing and sitting down and putting this all together, it was a lot easier to go ahead to start off to put the glass in the frame. And so I didn't have to go back and take it all apart and just to make a video and then go back and take it apart and put the glass back in. So I did it all in one step. So anyway, this is Woodlawn Plantation, and this is about 3 feet. This is a heavy picture. It's about 3 feet the frame, about 3 feet by 24, 36 by 24. But it's the biggest thing I've done. This is the back, the way I do the back. I got the brown on. I've got everything. I've got this thing really secure with 100-pound wire on this. And so this is the final picture. As you can see, this thing, pardon me, it's going around. This is Woodlawn, excuse me, Plantation. And I hope everyone can, I'm going to try to hold still for a minute and slant it a little bit so I won't get the glare. There you go. I think if you can get the effect right there. That is Woodlawn Plantation, which I took the picture of and redesigned the whole thing to make it a Woodlawn Plantation Christmas. And like I say, this stitching wise, this is on 18 count white Aida. And I think I had in this probably about 35 to 40 colors in this, DMC colors. No half stitching, none of that, no back stitching in this. This is just strictly stitching. And I figured that I probably spent a couple hours a day, maybe 3 hours, 2 hours, sometimes maybe longer on this as far as stitching the project. And from January the 12th till a couple weeks ago, August 15th, August 12th, 15th, 8 months of stitching. I did it a couple hours or so a day. I probably got 750 to 800 hours into this, and that's with the framing and everything. Not counting the design work of sitting there yelling and screaming because I didn't do something right. So, but anyway, that is my latest project, and so I'm thrilled with this. I think this turned out very well. I'm going to take and enter this next year into the Woodlawn Plantation show that they have in the February, March time frame. And so we'll see where it goes from there. Now, as far as the charts for this, I'll hold this up like this a little bit. Maybe we'll go down this way, see a little better. But as far as the charts for this, several people have asked already about on SD the pattern, if you will, for this. I haven't even gotten that together. I've got none of that ready to even print yet, to have a print that a package to send anyone if they wanted one of these. So I'm going to work on that some this week and next week, hopefully, and see how I do on that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet as far as that goes, but anyway, it'll be out there, and I'll certainly let everybody know. And if they go to the SD site and they see that out there, they'll be able to get one of these. If I when I do the pattern on it, it's going to be, in order for you, the stitcher, to take this, it can't be on one sheet of paper. It's going to be on a lot of sheet. And best I could tell, if I do an 8x8, this is on a regular sheet of paper, the way I print things to send them out. If I do 8 squares by 8 squares, that is pretty legible for people to read, to be able to follow. And if I do that, we're looking at approximately 24 sheets of paper, 24 features of designs on the paper. and going from top down the bottom, down the left-hand side. So the design, I don't know what the cost of it would be right now. I'd have to figure out that with my people that do the printing, and so I've still got to work all that out before we do anything as far as having it out there uh, ready for you to get hold of and start this project. So I'm not sure how many people will complete this. This is a lot of work. This one was a lot of work, and it was a lot of work for me. And but like I say, I'm persistent. I stuck with it, and I never start a project if I'm not going to finish it. This is a finished thing on my design, so it's not finished like I've told you before until it's framed, the hangers on the back, and ready to hang it on the wall. And then that one, then we move on from there. So, but anyway, that is a Woodlawn Plantation Christmas, and I hope you enjoyed this. Excuse me, let me put this down easy. I don't want to drop it and break this thing. Okay. What am I currently working on? I'm currently working on the little gazebo I was telling you about and the rowboat in the front. And so I've been messing with that. And so that's coming along pretty good. This is a design I did last year that I said I never do it. I put one down, start another one, but I did. And this is one I did, and I picked it back up. And so about three-quarters of the way through it. And so you'll be seeing that in the coming month or so. Hopefully, we'll have that all ready. Now, my last video, I told you I didn't know what I was going to be doing in the future. And I thought about it and thought about it, and it really didn't get any idea of what I wanted to do. It has to be something. I want to do something big. I want to do something similar to this, size wise, because that's what I enjoy. I enjoy a challenge of something big. And I didn't know what to do. And I told you I didn't know if I'd even do anymore. And, you know, heck, here I am. I'm 78 years old. I've been doing it for 43 years. And, you know, it's something got to interest me. Well, guess what happened? I got a comment on my last video from Mary Griffin. Mary, thank you. Mary made a suggestion. Why don't I do something to celebrate 250-year anniversary of this country? Good idea, Mary. I got thinking about that. And I've run so many ideas and written stuff down, seriously, written stuff on a pad, trying to keep track of what would I do for a cross-stitch picture to celebrate the 250th anniversary of this country. And so I've written it down. I've looked and looked. And so I'm putting all that kind of thoughts together of where I want to go. And so that's got my interest right now. So I'm probably more than likely going to do something in along those lines. But I've got to come up with what do I want the picture to look like? What do I want this picture to portray? What do I want it to say to people to honor this country? So I'm working on that. So anyway, Mary, thank you very, very much. I really appreciate the comment. And I told you when I started doing these videos a long time ago, I said, hey, if you guys got any ideas out there, send them my way. I'd like to hear them. So uh, and Mary did, and looks like that's what's going to happen. So maybe, hopefully, let's say yes. Uh, okay, don't have anything else this week. Same old thing with me. I'm going to the Y. I'm swimming in the morning. We're doing the same thing. Nothing's going on super spectacular in my world. I mean, you do the same thing, kind of in a routine right now. But anyway, working on my picture. I have that back. When I come back again, we'll be showing you that, how the progress on that particular gazebo and the rowboat is going. But until then, again, thank you for joining me this week. I appreciate it very, very much. If you got, I love comments. Give me a comment. I don't even care if you just say hi, but give me an emoji, a wave sign. I don't care. And if you got something out there that you're doing that you're proud of, you're sitting there stitching this stuff and you like to do it, send it to me. I'll put it out there. I'll show people what you're doing. I'm interested in it. I like to see, Mary, I like to see what you're doing. All of you folks. So anyway, send me a comment. I really appreciate it. Okay, until then, the next time, what I tell you every time we have one of these little get-togethers, one thing I want you to do is come back and see me. But the most important thing is be safe. Y'all see you next time. Bye bye.